Hello there, and hello, my new project car, an Audi R8 V10 Plus. This car I will modify here in UAE in my small garage here. It will be turbos and some other stuff on this car. The car itself, it is a little bit rough, but that's all good because then I don't have to be so scared modifying it or even driving the car. It was actually not the plan to buy an R8, but yeah, in this video I will explain why this is really good car to have, like streetable and a nice fast car. I will keep my Lamborghini in Sweden with turbo, and also my 245 I will build on when I'm in Sweden. But this car is the plan to be the one that is going to be faster than my 1300 horsepower Supra with all four-wheel drive and everything. I had this car for a couple of days here, but I have actually not been driving the car. The plan was maybe to take this to a track day here at Yas Marina nearby, but my health is not that really good, so I think it's best to have it in the garage. I will go out for one little drive here in the small roads nearby me, and then I will take it into the garage and actually take it apart and do some investigation how I can modify this one. I think that's the most interesting, even if it would be nice to drive the car. It's 610 horsepower naturally aspirated in this one, so it's yeah, pretty good engine to start with. It has to dual clutch transmission, this one, and that's a big up for what I'm gonna use it for. I hope I can call this the new busbil, like I called my old cars, and use it similar. Doing some racing, I'm missing some drag racing, street racing. So I hope I can build this car to use it for a little bit more of competition, but competition where the most important thing is how you build the car, not really how you drive it. No track car, even though I hope I can drive it on circuit track as well. A little bit rough on the outside, I will show a little bit more, but the inside is, yeah, very nice. Sport seats in this one, Recaros. Taking some photos here outside of my house. I should have been going to somewhere nicer here in UAE, take some photos, but I don't have the energy for that now. So yeah, just going out for a short drive now, and hopefully I can take pictures with this one with some very nice landmarks in the future. Maybe it will be another color of this car. I plan to change the color. Driving this car in the comfort mode, and yeah, the gearbox is very nice. I think actually better than many automatic transmissions. So this drive select with dynamic, yeah, you can really hear the blips doing by itself. So that's cool. I did not know any much details about this car at all before I bought it. Steering wheel, a lot of buttons here, so looking really cool. You control almost everything here except air condition, that is here, and yeah, you have the drive selector here as well. But it is some small paddles here, you can gear shift manually. I don't know if there is something wrong on this car, but I think that 610 horsepower should feel more like what it feels like, but maybe it's just that I'm used to the turbo V10 now from a Lamborghini. Either way, I will not drive it like this. I will just drive this single drive, and then I will take it to the garage, and so I will be able to work on it. A little bit sad to have bought this one, but not driving it. See if I can get into the Yas Marina track here. Yeah, maybe there is some power after all. In here at Gas Marina, I'm driving on the track, but checking out what's happened here today. The brakes are really good and the handling is good, but need a little bit more power. Actually got a pretty big diffuser there, carbon fiber. And this carbon fiber wing. 20-inch rims, looking fresh. What do you think of the paint? This is absolutely not one of my favorite colors, but what color do you think I should change this to? Maybe wrap it, maybe paint it. Here we have the big Ferrari world. Almost allowed to go there, and I have the red car here now. Not the correct red one though. Racing center over there. Too bad, have not been there at all during this year I lived here. When I lived in this country before, I was here many times, even though I lived a long way from here. Driving through the marina there, and is this looking like a Chiron maybe? Yeah, some very sporty cars I think behind these ones. Nice little boat there. So this button is the performance mode, and yeah, you get a higher idle, and I think this is the oil temp 99 degrees and the gearbox is 86. So yeah, I think the valves on the exhaust is a little bit open. I love how the gear shifts is just instantaneous, because the next gear is already in, so that's a smart thing. And then the clutch shifts from one clutch to the second. It's 2 clutches in this one. Okay, let's try and launch control, full brake, green light. So this will be my first and only drive of the car, and yeah, I will take it into the garage and work on it instead. It fits better with my problem. I have fatigue and is burnt out. So it's better to have the car inside. I can work for it for half an hour, then go and have some rest and yeah, try to heal. But I think it's good. Just not the medicines I got from the doctor. I think this is medicine to work on a project car. I have not been working on a car for some time. Maybe some wheel bearing is bad because yeah, it feels some whine sometimes. And also when I accelerate, it's some ticking noise. Maybe a drive shaft is bad. We'll see. But the drive shafts, I have to put stronger in either way, so that's no problem really. Car is into the garage here now, and yeah, do you think I will be able to build a twin turbo car of this one in this small garage? Yeah, I will try, but it will take several months, because now I'm gonna take the car apart, the front bumper, rear bumper, everything, exhaust system, to see how I'm gonna build it and what components I need for it. I don't have anything at all right now, but that's all okay, because summer is coming here, so then yeah, it's good to be inside the garage, and I will take it a little bit slowly, so we'll see. Started to remove some interior here in the front to figure out some intercooler tank, maybe water pump if I should place it here. And when I was planning this car in my head before, I was thinking that I should not have the interior in the front here, all of these parts, so it's much easier to get access to all of the parts here, the battery in there. So more like a race car-ish, The interior should be still nice, looking like a standard car, but also here in the engine bay my plan was to take all of these panels out, so it would be a little bit more raw look back here. Not as nice as my Lamborghini, but I always had some thoughts that it should look a little bit good for your eye also. But saving some weight and remove this and yeah, get access to all the parts. But then this car came with these nice carbon fiber panels all around the engine here. So it would be a little bit sad to just throw these away. So yeah, we'll see how I do with this one. Maybe I will install them back again. We'll see. Tonight it's actually drag racing, open drag night at Yas Marina, just 10 minutes away from here. But instead I'm here taking the car apart and yeah, taking it apart and cleaning, figuring out how to build this car. My plan when doing a project like this was to take it to the drag strip and see what times it makes in its original form, the same car, and then see what it can do afterwards. It's better to just work a little bit slowly on the car here and trying to recover so I can go back to work. But yeah, a little bit slow work here, and very strange to not have the energy to even go out and drive the car or go to the track and see the cars there. It's a little bit too much for me right now. I keep removing some parts and figure out if it's something I can do better. These ones are in silicone and that is not stock, so I think that is modified. Good thing with this, the oil filter is better location than my old Lamborghini, and just like a normal tool to loosen it also, so that's good. Oh, it was a lot of hoses and stuffer under the intake when I took the upper part off here. You have a heat exchanger, Lamborghini, Audi, and yeah, I'm gonna do some different things here. I think it's problem with these seals when boosting this engine, so maybe gonna do something about that one. Gonna do some cleaning, and maybe I will see if I need really to have all of these solenoids and hoses on race car. I think I can maybe remove some of this, so it will be a little bit easier serviceable. Pros and cons between this newer engine and my older engine that is in my Lamborghini is that this one have direct injection, is down here the injectors, and then we have the fuel rail here on both sides, and yeah, the pumps here, the high pressure fuel pumps that is mechanically driven. When I bought my Gallardo 2008, it was one of the big reasons I wanted that car was because it had normal port injection. The newer Lamborghinis 09 to 14, I think, they had only direct injection, so that is not that good. Then you have to add additional injectors weld into the intake. But this one, second generation R8 and Huracan, they have both this direct injection and they have port injection. So we have the injectors here, dirty, but here they are, normal Bosch injectors. So that is a good thing. But the bad thing about this one's newer is that this intake is plastic, and I think when boosting it, it can crack. I have seen some that this part cracked, so that's not good. My Gallardo first generation, it has aluminum intake and it's good for boost. Would be nice to put a billet intake on. I've seen several that made that, but it's very expensive because it's a lot of aluminum and it's a lot of machining time. When I was thinking about this project in my head before, I was thinking maybe it's possible to reinforce this one with like carbon fiber, but I'm not sure. Maybe it is, yeah, some way, but to make it look nice, I don't know. But I'm doing some inspection of the intake manifold and investigation, and also I removed the injectors and the fuel rails. The fuel rail dimension is pretty big, and it is Bosch injectors with this long tip there, so they're going in. And the wiring harnesses that are attached here, it says Automobili Lamborghini. So nothing with Audi, only Lamborghini, but it is Ukraine, it says. So yeah, I guess this is made in Ukraine. And yeah, pretty good. A little injector harness with a connector there. Same one for each bank. But the fuel hoses, the inputs, you can see it's with these clamps. It's not that racy. And also it has a pressure sensor there directly on the rail, and that is really good actually. But in the future I think I have to rebuild this, because this system is a dead-end system, and I think I want to have a real pressure regulator and one input and output, so it will be flow through the fuel rails. And the good thing is that if I want to put bigger injectors in here, that's no problem at all really. I have the front bumper removed here and checking out where I can put some heat exchangers for the intercooler. And this car is actually better than the Gallardo. It's more room. It's actually 3 radiators, 1 on each side here and 1 in the middle. And also it has a big grills here, but as you can see, it's not all of them open. So it's actually possible to open these up a little bit more to get more cooling. And then maybe I need to make some more outlet as well. And I was a little bit curious about this one, the middle one, where the air goes out. It actually goes down from here. So yeah, maybe it's not the best to put it there now. If I should do that, maybe I should have some outlets from here going up, like some race cars. But I still want to use this area to put some luggage. So I don't want to take all of that area for air outflow for the radiator. The first parts I got for the car is some very important. It's the turbos. And as you can see, one is the clockwise and one anti-clockwise mirror image turbos here. It's the precision ones that I will use, and it's the ball bearing ones. I will tell a little bit more about these later on. And also I think it will be in a later video. I will talk about some of the technology in this car that is really good actually. That is much better than my Gallardo. The engine, for example, it's really good. This one, without opening it up, it's capable of maybe 1500 horsepower. So that's really good. And this car also have a front differential that I think is really good, and also this DL800 gearbox, the dual clutch gearbox. So I have actually been thinking to put one of these gearboxes and the front diff into my Gallardo, but instead I bought this car. By the way, I will still develop the Gallardo and driving it. Some other things with this car is like the B-pillars, you can see here, this wall here. Aft wall, it's carbon fiber, so it's not all aluminum as the Gallardo. It's a little bit more composites in the car. But I will go into a little bit more detail in a later video. And also when I'm building this car, I will try to go into details how I do everything, if you're interested. What room do you think this is? Yes, you guessed correctly. It's my spare parts room. It's here where I keep all of the parts for the car. Carbon fiber, wing there, tail lights. Yeah, all of the carbon fiber and body panels that I have removed here. As usual, when you take a car apart, it will be a lot of parts from it. And now, during the corona, it's no visitors here, so no dinner. So good to save the part for the car over there. I will also do a video with all the bad things about the car, because it is a couple of bad things. Sometimes I think it's a lot of bad things, sometimes not, but you will see. Also, this car have 20,000 kilometers, so the mileage is not that high on the car. If you look at the outside condition of the car, it looks like it has a lot more mileage, but the inside looks pretty good. So yeah, I'm a little bit curious about that one, but I will do some investigation. I have plugged this one in VCDS, and I will do some investigation in all the modules into the car to check if this mileage is correct or not. I have actually had this car now for 7 weeks, and that's how slow the progress to taking the car apart and doing a video of this car have taken, even though I have very limited been working with my normal job. But I'm slowly getting better, so yeah, hopefully will be updates a little bit more often, and I can go back to my normal life again. Thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you like this video and want to see more videos. I hope soon I can go back to Sweden and work on my Volvo Gini. Hopefully I can get the good progress this summer. We'll see. Thank you. Bye bye.